Hey, this is your girl, Char Ravenel, the wife coach. And today we are talking about combating loneliness in marriage. I'm married. I'm not supposed to be lonely. I'm married. My husband is supposed to meet all of my needs. Let me tell you something. Marriage does not equate to fulfillment. Nor does being married mean that you will never ever feel alone. Now, or experience loneliness. Now, I know ideally, if you are in a marriage relationship, you want to feel as if you are connected with your spouse at all times. You want to feel that even when they're not there, they're there. You can feel their energy and connection and all of the things, and that would be great in every scenario. But that's just not idealistic, nor is it realistic. The only person that has promised to never make you feel or cause you or contribute to any feelings of loneliness or feeling alone is God the Father. That's another conversation. But as far as marriage and loneliness, there may be times in your marriage relationship that you will experience this human emotion of loneliness for a number of reasons. If a spouse travels often, or if a spouse works a lot of the time, or if the spouse is dealing with some internal issues and they're not able to connect with you on a regular basis in the way that you need or desire. So there are a number of reasons why you can be experiencing some level of loneliness inside the marriage relationship. And I want to share with you just 4 things of what you can do immediately to try to combat those feelings and symptoms of loneliness. Number 1 is, drum roll, communication. Listen, I know we talk about communication a lot. Communication is like a step in everything. And one thing I used to often say is at the issue, or at the root, of every problem or issue that you're going to experience in your marriage, there is a problem with communication. Because most times we're simply not communicating our feelings, our wants, our desires, our preferences, our values, we're not sharing with our spouse what those things are, what we need from them, what we desire from them. And a lot of that gets lost. So even in feeling lonely, you have to communicate to your spouse that I feel alone when, I feel lonely when, I need you X. We have to be able to share that. But again, in the previous video I did, sometimes we don't even know what we're experiencing. We don't even know what we want and need. And that's a problem. It's a problem when you can't figure it out for yourself, but yet you are demanding someone else to meet a need. Oh my God, conversation for another day. Number 2, prioritize your marriage. With busy schedules, again, other responsibilities, children, pets, elderly parents, being caretakers in different capacities. A lot of things are happening around you, and you are probably pulled in so many different directions. Many of us are in that place right now. However, you have to make sure that you are prioritizing your marriage, prioritize your spouse. You want them to know that they are first. No matter what is happening or what's going on, try to work around schedules. Be very intentional about setting schedules and setting times to be together for date night, for sex nights, and all of the things. Yes, I did say for sex nights. Be very intentional about cuddle time and just getting on the phone and talking sometimes just about, random things if that's what you want to do, texting or whatever. Stay connected so you will know and they will know that you are in this together. So you have to be very intentional. Number 3, pursue your own interests. Listen, I say this often. Women, wives, get a life. You need a life outside of your spouse. He is one person. Your husband cannot give you everything you want, need, or desire. As great as that would have been for him to be able to meet that level of capacity, that is just, again, not idealistic, nor is it realistic. So you get a life and make sure that you're pursuing your interests and your hobbies. And I'm going to ask you, what are those? This goes back to not knowing who you are, understanding what you want and what you desire. Find out what those things are. A lot of times, you are leaning on your spouse to meet those needs because you have other things that are unmet within you. So I encourage you to explore that. What do I like? What do I don't like? What do I like to do? What do I don't like to do? And then find other people, other healthy relationships where you can do those things with those individuals, because your spouse is just one person and he was never meant to meet every single one of your needs, desires. And then number 4, seek support from others. Isolation can exasperate feelings of loneliness. So you don't want to just sit in the bubble and say, oh, I'm an introvert, I like to stay in the house, and and all of the things. And while that may be true, you have to force yourself to go out, to make friends, to do things with other people, to seek community. We have a huge community on Facebook of over 3,000 women in our Wives Who Win community. So come on over there and get support in that community. But there are a number of communities that are out here that you can get that support from. We have a conference coming up next year in January, WifeCon, and you can get community there, different things that we're doing. You can get community, get in community, stay in community, and seek support. So when you're feeling lonely, you can contact your girlfriend. You can contact, that other wife, that winning wife. You can contact those girls and you can hang out, or, you can just get on the phone and have a Bible study together, or a prayer session together, or an affirmation session together, or just a synergy session together, so you can know that you are not alone. So if you are in that place where you're feeling lonely, you're feeling lost, and you're just feeling disconnected from your spouse, try some of these things, and also make sure that you are always digging deeper, and you're not demanding and requiring your spouse to give you something that only you can give yourself, and then in some cases only God can give you. So this is your girl, Tra Ravenel, the wife coach, signing off.